Alright, hello everyone. So, yeah, apologies for the delay in the start. I mean, it was planned, yes. This was always intended to be a midnight launch. I definitely didn't go to take a nap and end up sleeping way too long. Nothing like that or anything. How you guys doing tonight, this evening? Hope things are going well. This is the official launch for Raidcraft Server 2. Actually might work out well that we don't have like this huge flood of people all at once, you know. I'm sure I'll still get probably 100 or so maybe, depending on how many people are on right now. I'm going to watch this, but this way I think it'll be a little bit easier to get out of the spawn and get to somewhere fun and interesting. So anywho, yep, Nick and I, if you guys were not aware, as well as Grimbug and a few other people, have been working on a second server for Raidcraft, and it is now done. It is about to be opened. I'm going to take a brief tour. I'll field any questions that you might have, and then we will open the floodgates. But yeah, here we go. Boom. This is the server spawn. This is where you will spawn in at the beginning of the server launch. This is a tower that we devised. If you are brand new, you will spawn on this pedestal. The server rules are right in front of your face, including, I mean, you can see that the form is fairly similar to what Rashawn's looked like. But it gives you a list of some of the things that are not recommended that you use because we consider them to be cheating, as well as the normal stuff. It's a PvP server and to be civil and all that kind of stuff. So this is not Raidcraft 2.0 yet. This is just a second server of Raidcraft 1.0. Since our Raidcraft 1.0 is almost always full, we decided to open a second server to alleviate that a little bit. All right, so yes, here in the spawn there are two major cities we're launching with: Tortuga and the Abysm Keep, I think it's called. Yes, Abysm Keep are the two cities we're starting with. I'm actually going to show you around the rest of the spawn real quick. Here's our little elevator. Floor 2 has all the server hints and tricks. So you can see like all the normal stuff that we had in Rashawn. Same kind of. Oh, okay. I didn't put that there, but sure enough, it's there. Anyway, all the normal stuff that you saw in Rashawn. Nothing too fancy schmancy. All the info about MCMMO is here, so that's good. And the donor's secret shop will eventually be up at the top floor of this tower. So yes, the world border is much larger in this world, 3,000 radius, and the location of the secret, or not the secrets, but the cities is much different. And I'll show you guys that in here in a minute. It was kind of funny because when we first generated this terrain. When we first generated this terrain, we actually, I was sitting there talking on TeamSpeak. I was like, it would be really cool. It'd be really cool if we could find a good seed where because we had two themes that we had in mind. So the two themes that we had in mind were a snowy, mountainous, like Iron Forge kind of city, which ended up being the Abysm Keep. I'll show you the way up here. This is kind of an area nearby, and here is a PvP event arena we have designed. Much smaller thing for potential skirmishes. Actually, just had an idea. I'll talk to Justin about that for Raidcraft 2. Ooh, that would be really fun. Yeah, that'd be really fun. Anyway, this is the staircase up to the Abysm Keep, and the second one is a Pirate Cove type seaside village, which ended up being Tortuga. And oddly enough, I was like, it'd be really perfect if we could find two good places to build those things at 1,000, 1,000, and negative 1,000, negative 1,000. And sure enough, that's what we got. This is the Abysm Keep at 1,000, 1,000, and the other city is at minus 1,000, minus 1,000. The spawn tower is at 0, 0, but you can't actually exit the spawn tower from the spawn tower. You have to go to one of the cities. So there are two main areas upon which we're fairly certain most of the attention will be lavished, and that would be Tortuga, which is at minus 1,000, minus 1,000, and the Abysm Keep, which is at 1,000, 1,000, roughly. This server is going to be a little harder to play on than the previous one, at least to start off on. The economy stuff we've nerfed a little bit. It's going to be a little bit more of a difficult server. We're pretty sure most people can handle it. If you don't like the style, of course, we're definitely not closing server 1 by any means, because you know, people are still definitely thoroughly enjoying that. But if you wish to play here, you're certainly welcome to. This is, again, the city of Abysm Keep. It's not really a city, I guess. These are the donor shop areas. We learned our lesson in Rashan by giving people too much vertical space. So pretty much all of these areas have been pretty much all of these areas here, the shops, are vertically small. There's really not much you can put into them vertically. If you wish to connect with neighbors, I don't know that we're allowing that. I'll have to talk to Nick about that. But we really do ask that these shops be kept relatively small, and definitely that you not dig underground. So the actual player shops constitute most of the top half of the city, or fort, I guess you might say. And down here, I'm just going to jump down just to make it a little quicker. Down here is the actual NPC shops. We have the Professor Rex's House of Reagents, where you can buy rather expensive potions, but they're there just in case you would like them. Not every city has, not every city, by the way, has the same things for sale. So there are things that you can find here that you can't find in Tortuga, and vice versa. So here's all the armor-based equipment, and look at that. Isn't that neat? Like a little train station kind of thing. The Vault GTFO. I love it. And the general store, wherein you can find other basic supplies, bones, some wood, pumpkin and melon seeds, and so on. But similar to the city of Rashan in the first one, and of course the city of Niflhel, which I don't think we've gotten the store, basic store set up there yet. Maybe. You know, you can buy stuff from the vendor. You can also vote on mine status, but we're hoping that most of the economy becomes player-based and not NPC-based, because the amount of things you can buy is very limited. It's mostly just armor. Yeah, more or less just armor and other supplies. So we're encouraging players to do more mining instead of AFK farming for things. I mean, you'll still be able to, you know, if you are a donor at a certain level, you will of course still be able to get spawners. But otherwise, it's not really possible to AFK farm for money anymore. So, and oh, what? That's weird. Wonder why that got... Hang on, need a last minute change here, I guess. Should be a smooth staircase. Oh.
No, it's anti-AFK pushing.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. And so yeah, that's the city of the Abysmal Keep. And let's go ahead and head back to spawn. Everybody, of course, will be able to do /spawn. And, you know, the spawn tower again. And then over here, are we good to go for Tortuga?
Oh yeah, it's the ship out ocean, so yeah, you can go there.
Oh, okay. Alright, so this is the
secret up. Yeah, you can go there.
This is the city of Tortuga. If you are a donor, this is where the donor shop is. As you can tell, it's very similar to Rashan. We tried to import as many things from Raidcraft 1 to Raidcraft 2 to make sure that everything was balanced out correctly. But here's the donor shop, as was before. Here is, if you have donated. For now, the secret shop is located here. We just imported the one from the other server, although we will be definitely changing that. We have a little fishing shack right here. If you want to buy a fishing pole or actual fish, very cheap food. And here is the jail for the server. So if you're naughty and get your power down to -10, this is the jail. We also over here have, as I fly back to the mainland, the smithy shop here. Again, looks fairly similar to the other city to hopefully alleviate any sort of confusion. And we have the Apothecary Shop, where you can again buy potions. Cool little decoration. Mrs. Goody's Bakeries and Food Shoppy, where you can buy apples, cakes, and bread, as well as mushroom soup, apples, golden apples, and melon slices. And within here, the Dirty Bilge Rat. You can find all kinds of food as well. And here's a new feature, by the way, that we are adding to the server. Right now, there is no ship at port, but yeah, tomorrow a ship will arrive containing rare goods that you may buy at fairly expensive prices. The ships will likely stay in port for 1 week or so, at which point you can purchase all the goods that you wish. And after that, the ship will disappear, and you will not be able to purchase those goods for maybe a week or two. So imagine people will spend some money there, maybe sell whatever they buy there in their personal shops if they can, or something like that. So you'll be able to buy rare goods on a somewhat frequent basis. This is pretty sweet. We have a large variety of player housing or player shops available already. We tried to make sure we included like roughly 50 total shops, if not more. We have plenty of room on the countryside to expand and offer more player shops, of course. There's definitely plenty of room for that. And here, of course, we have here on the sea edge, we have more shops available. So, as with the shops in Rashan, you see we got more down there even. One thing I really want to stress, guys, is that vertical exploration will not be tolerated. If we find anyone trying to expand their shop vertically, we're probably going to take your shop away from you, because people really abuse the fact that they can build and mine anywhere. So we've actually built bedrock under most of this place, so you can't do it. But just don't even try, man. We appreciate your donations, but donating doesn't mean it's a right to abuse the rules of the server. And so keep your shop roughly in this shape. Keep your shop roughly similar to this shape right here. So you can kind of see I have plots laid out, and these blocks must be obeyed. You must put your player name visible at all times. And these are rules we're going to try to enforce better on server 1, of course, as well. And there's a nice little lighthouse up here, which you can explore, of course. And a big old pirate galleon out there in the sea. Now let me show you guys some of the custom terrain that we've generated, and we'll let this bad boy rip. And again, this is at -1000, -1000 roughly. So the spacing of the two servers is fairly even. There's about 2,000 blocks away from here to the edge. It's about 2,000-ish blocks away from spawn, and it's about 2,000-ish blocks away from spawn to the other place. But we did do custom terrain generation. As you can tell, this is actually all snow up here in the mountains. Anytime you see the snowy mountainous biome, there's snow blocks at the top. There are also deposits of ice all throughout those biomes. As well as some surprises in other places. You can see we have non-standard trees as well. You can see we have palm trees set up in the deserty areas. Cool little ravine right there. So I'll try to find some more of the custom terrain generation that we did. Giant deserty area. big old desert right next to a wintry. I mean, what I'm trying to find actually is oh, that's kind of cool looking. I'm trying to find a forest, a true forest, because they are pretty darn epic. You should also
do a forest.
Yeah. Do you have one? Ah, okay, here we go. This is the forest that we designed. It has a large variety of trees. Usually you can get a nice little canopy effect where you can walk underneath and the area above will be perfectly lit. Very dark. We have these giant oak trees. There are even some actual canopy trees within the foresty areas. As you can see, it's very moody here indeed. Even goes up and down the hills. So there's all kinds of cool stuff on the server, and the rest of it I'll leave you guys to explore. So I noticed Nick has been fielding a lot of questions. If you guys have any other questions, I would love to read them, to answer them. Oh yeah, Nick, can you, before we launch, can you make a backup of the server, like a specific backup, in case we ever want to like regen terrain?
It just made a backup at 12:30, so yeah.
Okay, so should label that as
12:20,
like
excuse me.
As the server
Start
launch backup.
Before
so
start, yeah.
And fire spread is off, right?
I believe so. Let me check.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't want people burning down this beautiful forest. So, what all did we allow people to sell? Have we set that up yet?
No, it's really, like I said, very limited. I wanted to keep it as limited as possible.
Well, okay, but people got to be able to get money somehow.
No, I don't get money at all.
Okay, well, something we'll have to work on.
Yeah, go set something up.
Yep. As with the previous server, I'm going to say this here too. As the previous server, you know, you have to keep in mind this is a relaunch. This is something where we've changed the economy pretty heavily. We've changed a lot of how a lot of things work. So there could be balance issues right off the bat that'll become obvious, and long-term balance issues as well. So just have to understand that, you know, it's a process. Well, I'll be playing once it's launched. Likely not too much tonight, as I do want to try to keep my sleep schedule straightened out. But I will do a Kingdom of Loathing stream here in a little bit. You guys want to watch that? But yep, all kinds of beautiful terrain. So anything else that I've forgotten to mention?
Nope.
Okay, so I think we're good to launch then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come on in and enjoy your time on here. That's going to be it for the stream for now. I will be in the chat to answer any of the questions, and I might play. I just would definitely do it off camera. But that was it for the for that. So let me go ahead and warp back to the spawn. This is the area in which you will. Whoops. This is the area in which you will be spawning as soon as you join the server. Bug be building here. Indeed. Punch you. They got locked up. Alright, server restart's going through, and server should be open. So w2.raidcraft.net. Get on and enjoy yourself, build yourself an empire, and have a good old time. I'll be in the chat, and I'll be setting up for a Kingdom of Loathing stream for the hell of it. I might even try to do it in 1080p since it's browser-based. I don't know if I can actually do that. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, see you guys in a little while.